There's a Credo Memoration virtual event currently underway, celebrating the many facets that made up Mutwa. Let's take you there now live.
The more I asked him questions about Africa, the more I asked him questions about spirituality, the more I asked him questions about cosmology, and the more I asked him questions about what my place is in the cosmos, the more he told me he did not know. And more than that, he started getting agitated, and I started getting more agitated, until finally he lifted his staff and lifted all his implements. And he said to me, "Listen here, Sandra, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're going to die." And with that, he stormed out, went into his room, banged the door, and I was told to get out of the house. The interesting thing is initiation into African shamanism, and I was deathly thin at the time. What happened immediately after that is I immediately gained 5 kgs. So I do not know what it was about that meeting, that where I felt I got nothing, but what I was fed. And this feeding has fed me. It continues to nourish me today, and I find I continue to grow and to grow and to grow in the knowing that was ignited by our great Sanusi, our great shaman, our great seer, teacher, healer, Ubaba.
Negama lami elithi Andromeda ngaliphiwa uye ubaba omkhulu. Baba omkhulu bokulo muntu lo ukuthi each and every mntwana ozalwa ekhaya uzolethwa kuye aphiwe igama. Kukhona bo Orion, kukhona bo Rachel, kukhona bo Beata. Amagama nje awuyet nelam Andromeda bathu. Yazi nilaling frustrated kancane ukuthi igama elithini leli. Hayi man, Andromeda. Ngagugula. Ngagcina sengithola ukuthi okay, Andromeda bokuyini behind it. So I'm grateful ukuthi nami ngaba iphathi yale leyo generation yaphiwa baba omkhulu igama.
I immediately realized one thing about Credo when I went to meet him the first time. He's a doer. He doesn't just talk. Everything about just the experience of being in was Kuman at the time. I could see this man is a man of action. There were sculptures. There wasn't theories about how the world was created. There were sculptures made depicting the stories of how the world was created. There wasn't theories about, well, one day we should grow our own medicines. There was a hospice that was functioning and was taking in people who were ill with diseases Western medicine couldn't cure, and they were curing that. So I realized that he was a man of action. So for me to best respect his legacy, I knew I would need to do something, not say something. It didn't matter to me whether people know him or I want to talk about him or I want to just say things about him. I wanted to do the kinds of things that I had learned from him. And that for me would be the best way to honor his legacy in my view, because it's inspired by him.
That place that Baba created, his first love, that he can be able to build a real village with his own hands, using waste material. A lot of people never understood what was the reason behind that. Baba wanted to heal the people of Soweto using that village. Baba wanted to create a pool where children of Soweto could come and survive and learn and understand how to survive in this world. That place Baba wanted to create as a spiritual space. For an example, if you go to, let's say you go to India today, if you want to meditate, there is a space that will go there and sit down and get a chance to connect spiritually, mentally, and otherwise. If you go to Ethiopia, you go to the church underground, and that is the you can go to connect. But if you come to South Africa, you come to Soweto, where the black children were brought in terms of slavery, I would say that they never had a chance where they could come together and connect spiritually. That is one thing that Baba created that space. Even today when you go there, that is one of the things. If I was spiritually connected, not spiritually, materially connected, because of the rose was spiritually materially connected, and the rose was spiritually connected. If you are spiritually connected, when you go by the yard, once you start touching the walls of Credo Mutwa Cultural Village, you will feel the change. You feel like I'm in a holy space. I need to connect. I need to leave all the bad energies outside when I go there. I need to be clean and pure. That is why if you're not sure, if you go to that space, definitely to check out. You do like it.
The fact that he built Credo Mutwa village alone, that alone tells you something that, if you have something to express or to vision to show, you have to do it, regardless whether people support you or people don't. It has to be Sonke here. We are here because there's a reason why we are all here. We come from different parts of dimensions or times where we come here to basically tell our stories.
Njengoba besikhula-ke khona namanye nabafana nje sigenge sibaningi oza nje aphuzile yonke lento ube muzwa kanye nje futhi abengezwani-ke notshwala awuphuza utshwala nje akuzwe usangena into engazwani nayo and kukhona umfanele bakubika ukhopho-ke hayi vele nje adelela mayiphuzile angaziphathi kahle bhuti akwade ngendlela abenamandla ngakhona istofu lesi welcome dover abeyiphakamisa athi ngizokukabha ngayo awungitshela insimbi engaka wena ayibambishisa lo muntu hayi bukukuvuyake ungamkwathisa nje ananomkhonto wakhe nangawuthatha lowo mkhonto lapho-ke hayi siyabaleka sonke akekho ozoyimela indaba yakhe kanti futhi uma kujatshuliwe kukuhle hayi abenomusa abathanda abantu and manize kuye nize kahle ngenhlonipho hayi ukuba kuhle kabi nabelungu baphishela kuye bahlale phansi abaxoxela izitori abeney'tori ey'mbonikazi engingazazi nami ukuthi uzithathaphi.
In Deep Proof here in Soweto, there was another gang that was terrorizing people. Way back, it was the 1870s. Yeah. So my dad was like this. That group would terrorize people from the whole of Deep Proof, because Baba would say the whole of Deep Proof. So that gang, every time our parents couldn't go to work because they will grab their bags, they will stab people. People will never even go to the shipping. People will hear a lot of complaints that even people who are coming here at home to come and do the play with women, they were unable to come because Amadamara will terrorize them. So they will come and say, even if sometimes they are lying, but they will tell them, hey, we couldn't come because Amadamara, they were standing there, they wanted to beat us all. Hey, my dad got so upset with these Madamara guys. Hey, but my mom told me, oh, Baba, you don't know your dad knows it. Your dad is a typical. My dad will never leave a stick alone. Oh, Baba is like never. Oh, Baba was sitting in here. Baba was sitting. One Saturday, and oh, Baba came here at home, and then he had one of the cast members saying, my bag was grabbed by one of the Madamara gang. Baba mobilized the cast members, the Noslimela men. We are going to
All right, it's unfortunate that we lost the audio. They will try to fix it up. We're getting that feed via Zoom feed, so we will, our technicians are working on that. We'll try to bring you much more on this memoration. It's called a memoration. Credo Mutwa, a renowned traditional healer, author, artist, and philosopher. I understand we have that audio back. Let's go back there now.
They went out. They found the Matamara here in this passage here. The way those guys were beaten up by Baba.